Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mention, and I'm called to return and continue to speak about spiritual ascension. I'm going to pull a few cards to do an oracle first to see what spirit wish to mirror to us. For we're really moving into a very, it's a very powerful phase. We will come to see the benefit of it. There is a great deal of tension and liberation that's in the works. For in the past is exhaustion. We've been exhausted. We did so much. We need to really learn to relax, not to get exhausted. But we've came to realize that we need to go through with the flow. It is the mirror of maturity. For there is only God here, and God is the mirror. He plays the mirror. It is you. It is all one, and that is really the situation. It is the source. It is being in our power of the source. And what is coming in the future is existence, is the empowerment to the one, the empowerment, the cause and the effect. What we're working on now is about letting go. It's controlling. The need to control comes from the ego, and so then we're going to be able to learn to move into consciousness rather than control, to let go of that sense of there is a sense when we need to control something. It means we're afraid that if we don't control it, it will not go right. So certain things needs to be controlled in our thoughts, in our mind, in our projection, because as we project into the quantum field all the time, and there's like all sorts of just quantum. We're surrounded by ethers. We consciousness surrounded by ethers, and all things is possible. But as a result of that, we also are going to have to let go of many aspects of morality, the judgment on others, and the judgment on ourselves. And for that, we're going to find compromise, which is the fair to stop the fight, to make this compromise, make this peace. And after that, we're going to realize the innocence, which is we all created completely innocent in truth. We're just experimenting in the great quantum field and material field. For the matter is very very little. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's like the 1% of a 99% is light and love and spirit. For spirit is all, but what it seems to be separated from spirit. There are hundreds of millions of colors, new colors that we're going to be discovering when we open to the higher six, 7 dimensional planes. Once I was taken into this, it was a subatomic reality, and they were showing me those circuits of energies. They were so beautiful. I stayed there for like 10-15 seconds, and I could have stayed there like for weeks. I could have moved. It was so beautiful just to look at all those circuits. They were quite amazing. So all kinds of new things are coming forward. And the second wave is going to be coming, new waves of awakener. We're going to be able to make some vacancy, and they're going to be able to fill the place, so to speak. For what we need is to learn to unlearn. Everything we've learned, we need to unlearn it, but we need to remember what we've forgotten, because they wiped out the memories so they could stay in control. But the real timelines, the organic timeline, has been designed in parallel dimension by our soul. Our soul is a great spirit and finite, connected to the mind of God, and it's an amazing entity. The highest wisdom is to complete the symphony. To know what it is that will bring us to completion, and from which point we'll be able to look for our tribe. What we need to understand is why. There is still questioning that is going on, but the answers will come. What we need to do is into the sea, go into the ocean of consciousness, and we need to make our vibration stronger, so the wave is bigger. When we're a big wave, we're not bothered by the small waves that may be impacting us. But if it's a tiny wave, whatever, all the waves can also. So we need to make our energy strong and solid, and it's a leap of faith. And the outcome is a few steps ahead, or a step ahead. It means to be ready, to be prepared, to already envision the quantum field and what is possible. Yet always leave it open for the better outcome, but always take care of the base, as far as I know. For it is very important to remember and to see how the quantum field is affect the static field, the stationary field. There's a stationary field that is create collective reality. So it's how does this all work? For it is we want to place ourselves as much as possible in a paradise earth, in a paradise form, and so that contributes to elevate the holographic energies of the planet. But to already do the work for ourselves, it's really the best we can do, rather than trying to assist others. Is good for it is a life of service that we have chosen. Gives meaning to our life. Between the time we're born to the time we die, we want to know that we've done something meaningful for the light. And so it is a process every day. So I'm going to pull a few more cards. The highest wisdom is hope. What we need to understand is determination. What we need to do is a renewal, and the outcome will be justice. How wonderful! We're gonna be vindicated for all those. The truth is gonna come out one way or the other. So we're here to serve and restore, to serve love and light, and to restore the Christ consciousness on the planet, and to be the walking Christ. So because this facet, this consciousness is like a diamond. Everything is consciousness. There is everything that doesn't exist in consciousness doesn't really exist. For it only exists when we look at it. Otherwise it doesn't exist. So it is a principle of the quantum field. But this we are consciousness is a diamond, and there's some raw side and some faceted. There are millions of facets, and everything and everyone is a facet of that God self diamond. And what we need to conceive as this diamond is, if this diamond is our consciousness, it's a conscious principle of harmony that we find this inner peace with in this within the diamond light. Learn to communicate with the elements, for we are gods. God created God surrounded by consciousness. It's just what is the law of love. This is life obeys the command of the law of love. So how does it all work? We're coming into new realization. Yes, that's what I said. And for that we need to accept the Christ I am. Is really the model, the direction, the flow, the highest good. For we cosmic antennas, and so we have to allow the higher energy to always be tuned in to the higher frequency, have antennas in higher dimensions, but to filter out all of the lower negative influence. It is part of the work, and it's like because there's only you, it is source, but we have to determine. God has created all the limitation. Everything is limited. God is limited by volition only. It's like things are the way they are because God wants it the way it is. And so we need to determine that within our life. And Sanada was talking about the fact that our thoughts are like a herd, and then we are the shepherds. So we need to the consciousness is the shepherds for all the thoughts, so they can stay. Because we're bathing in this world of thoughts and energy and emotions from the collective, and so it's very important to commit to your heart, and to joy, to peace, to love, to harmony in our life. And we're here to manifest certain things, to manifest our dream. It is God who planted the soul, who planted certain dreams and created the condition to where we would learn what we need to learn on the way towards that. Repeat to yourself, I am the golden ray of the Most High. And then we'll come to realize we are the divine. Humanity has been asking for divine intervention, and we are the divine intervention. The millions of light workers are the divine intervention. After all, God will decide how we can use the vessels, but it is all we're all part of this grander service mission, so to speak. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to pull one more card and sing a song. It's the other side of the song I sang yesterday. It's a song of David Bowie. It's called The Man Who Sold the World. We passed upon the stairs. We spoke of what and when, although he wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Dum 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 do 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 dum 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 do 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 dum 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 do 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 dum. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for form and land. For years and years I roamed. I gaze a gazeless stare. We walked a million hills. I must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Dum 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 dum. The Man Who Sold the World. So I think it was from a movie. I think he made with some greetings to David Bowie for everything that everything is life is, and just there is this from a higher perspective. Everything is consciousness, the real, the unreal. There's some unreal people in the world. They are just programs like in the Matrix. They're just people you'll never really meet, but you see them. They're like figurant. But you never know if it's a soul or if you talk to them, just they may be a soul. But they're completely incapable of deep questioning or things like that. They're just programs. And but there are a lot of billions of souls that are evolving on the planet as well. For the we're going to come to realize, and the clones, and but those are mostly in the high spheres. A lot of things going to come into the consciousness of humanity in this coming year. The final card is the Divine Conduct, the Archangel Sandalphon, the Master of Knowledge. Look for meaning in your life. Service is a really good way to provide meaning as well as creation and feeling. Envision a different approach. Surround yourself with friends or masters that have demonstrated great wisdom. So it is good to surround ourselves with wisdom, with good people as well, and to because it's knowledge comes from knowledge. Knowledge does not come from ignorance, and wisdom comes from knowledge. So go find knowledge where knowledge is, and what the truth feels for is this higher truth, this greater truth that can never be expressed, but that is source, that is consciousness in growing evolution. That eternal consciousness within ourselves is to be in total harmony with that. It is really the challenge. But take it easy also, because we're still dealing with things from the last year. There is no rush in starting this year. The great portal of 222 will definitely 2222 will definitely open up great turnover of many things, and we're coming to many resolutions now. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.